but this is disgusting. And Trae Young's not going to cash on a parlay.
The field in the Eastern Conference is down to
I don't know why you're happy.
Tonight, the battle to reach the NBA Finals begins. It's all here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. We'll see the Dallas Mavericks facing the home team. Taking a look at Boston.
Well, game one is your chance to set the tone for an entire series. We expect they'll come out strong, but if they don't, man, it'd be a shame to see them waste home court advantage.
I don't see that happening. I just can't see it. Listen to this crowd. I mean, they don't want to let them down. I can't see them losing this game. The atmosphere is electric, and that's going to play to their advantage here.
Here's Dozier. Pass to Money. You take a look at the Celtics. It took a major effort for them to advance out of the conference semis. How much of an effect does that have on a team?
Well, you want to...
Serve energy as much as possible in the early rounds. They really weren't able to do that. Here's where the home fans need to rise up and give their guys the jolt of adrenaline they need.
Young looking over the floor.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
Off the inbound pass. And he's missed his first two shots of the game.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Radmanovic. Back to Young. Five on the clock. Going inside. The layup misses.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Johnson with it. 4-3. Pure from three-point range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Young. And Young slams it in.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Here's Amude. Here's Money. And again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Young with it. Pass to Radmanovic. From deep three-point range. Boston pulls it in.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Johnson. Nails the baby hook. Johnson's got 5 points.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Here's Young. And the shot goes in.
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Amude. There's a screen by Johnson. Here's Dozier. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Here's Cooper. Pass to Amude. Here's Dozier. And he hits the jumper.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Here's Radmanovic. He drops it from range.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Outside Young. Over to the left wing. Again, Dallas.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Pass to Dozier. The fadeaway. Walker pulls down the board.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And it's Radmanovic missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 5. Here's Cooper. The 3. Blocked. Here's Radmanovic. He's got 5. Walker sets a screen. Miller left side. From deep. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Boston calls time here. Here's Amude. He's scoreless. Pass to Cooper. Johnson inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Here's Radmanovic. No good on the 3. To the paint. Here's Dozier. And he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
They set a pick. Miller outside. Here's Radmanovic. Misses the 3.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Sends it home from three-point land. Dozier's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Out to the wing. Here's Radmanovic. He's got 5. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Pass to Dozier. There's the screen by Johnson. From the high post. Dozier can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 4. Walker sets a screen. Here's Radmanovic. Fires for three. Boston pulls it in.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Here's Cooper. There's the triple. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Radmanovic. Right side, Walker. Takes a three. Ooh, it's stolen. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Dozier. It's tipped. Outside Young. Miller outside. Here's Radmanovic. Just 5 to shoot. Hits the trifecta. Radmanovic has got 8.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Here's Cooper. Pass to Amude. Now Johnson. Shoots over Walker. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Back to Young. Now here's Walker. Over Johnson. Nice shot by Walker. Walker's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Here's Radmanovic. Another three for Dallas.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Pass to Amude. Here's Dozier to end the run. Nope, that doesn't drop. He's now 3 for 8 in the contest. Here's Radmanovic. .149 left in the first quarter of the game. Second chance shot. The shot off that time.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
That's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Substitution on the court.
Minute 32 left to play in the first. Pass to Cooper. Five to shoot. And counted from 19 feet away. And Young has got the ball here for Dallas. He takes it in. And there's the rejection. And they're on the run. Here's Clutch. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Miller on the wing. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter here. They set the pick. 4 on the clock. Here's Radmanovic. Again, the miss by Dallas.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
.12 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Cooper. This one for 3. No good on the shot.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
We're at the end of one in a close game so far. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just... And time for us to get back into it here in game one. And for Boston, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Pass to Clutch. There's a screen. Here's Amude. Goes up on the baseline. Good as the jump shot falls.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
The Mavericks trailing. Unloads. Here's Radmanovic. From inside. The bank shot, no good. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Miller outside. From downtown. Amude with the rebound. Boston on offense. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pass to Radmanovic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Amude. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Here's the pick. Pass to Che. He can't get that one to fall. Oh, nice D from Walker. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Drew the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on a three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he makes all 3. Here's Cooper. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. Boston shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
Substitution for your Celtics. Number 11, Dozier. Mavericks foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. The offensive rebound. That shot missing.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Here's Temple. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the middle. to the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by Dallas. And something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Boston now. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. To the left wing. Misses the wing 3. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Clutch. Pass to Money. Here's Dozier. Looking to end this cold spell. It doesn't go for him. Walker with some nice D. Take it away. Here's Dozier. He has 7. Six on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Jay. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And the shot's good. And now it's a 5-point Boston lead. Now Young. And it's Dozier with the rebound. Boston on offense. Here's Che. Here's Dozier. And it's in there. Dozier's got 11.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Knocks down the triple.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Clutch.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Fourth team foul. Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Mavericks. 4-point game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cooper. And the shot. Clock expires. 24-second violations.
Now into the lineup for Dallas. Miller.
And he slams it in one-handed.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
All right, time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Dallas's head athletic trainer. I was told it's a knee sprain. Not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. It sounds like we won't be seeing him back on the floor anytime soon. This is a tough loss.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Pass to Miller. Fires the three. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Johnson with a bucket.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal.
Oh my! Throw it down!
Awesome. Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
The Mavericks leading. Outside Young. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
To the inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
And I'd suggest that he stay with those basics. Because we've got a tight one here tonight.
In for Boston, Iyengar. Clutch.
Here's Amude. Pass to Money. Here's Amude. Inside. The kick out to Johnson. Sinks the tray. Johnson's got 13 now.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
There's a screen. Here's Temple. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Left side Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miller on the wing. And Dallas hits again from deep.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Pass to Clutch. Walker with a steal. And here they go. And it's Temple missing. Johnson inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Pass to Temple. Back to Young. Clock at 6. It's stolen. Here's Amude. Johnson for 3. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Oh, he is feeling it. 3 trifectas here in the second quarter. 4 already for the game.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen. Here's
oh my goodness! Disrespectful. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, PA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
There's Young with the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
3 points.
Young's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we're back with more action from the Eastern Conference Finals on 2K Sports. Boston trails by 3. Here's Amude. Pass to Cooper. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now here's Young. The 3. Amude with the rebound. Here's Dozier. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Shakes him. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Hits both from the stripe.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Temple. Oh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Here's Amude. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Pass to Cooper. Kick out to Johnson. 4 on the clock. And the layup falls. Johnson's got 24.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Young misses. Boston on offense. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Pass to Temple. The kick out to Walker. And here's Miller. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Walker with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Outside Young. Pass to Miller. Here's Walker. 3-pointer. Amude with the rebound.
Rough start to the third quarter, but give some credit to the defense they're facing.
Launches it from deep. Walker pulls down the board.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And the jam by Walker. Great game for him. Double-double now.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
From 15 feet away, Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 28 points for the game. Left side Walker. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Temple. The three is up. The jump hook. The kick out to Young. From the arc. And Miller good for three. Miller's got 17 points.
And it's been a thrilling matchup. Both teams giving their all.
Man, I tell you what, a recycle bin full of lead changes. It's been a game of major runs so far.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And there's the screen. Young inside. Pass to Temple. Launches a three. The kick out to Young. Miller outside. Fires from deep. Boston pulls it in. Here's Cooper. Pass to Amude. There's the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Outside Walker. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Boston leading by 4. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Pass to Temple. And here's Young. 14 points for him. Fires the three. Sinks it from distance. He's got 5.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Here's Money. Guarded by Miller. There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Cooper. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
Pass to Miller. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Temple missing. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Here's Cooper. Looking to get it going. Here's Dozier. Here's Amude. Pass to Johnson. Again, the miss by Boston.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Now here's Miller. 17 points in the game. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Here's Dozier. And he drives in. From deep. Walker pulls down the board.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Temple. 5 points in the game. Driving to the basket. Off with the layup.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
He buries it from three.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
Here's Young. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Young's got 16 points now.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Amude. 10 points for him. To the inside. Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Back to Young. Lets it go from deep. Boston pulls it in. Here's Money. Pass to Dozier. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Walton. To the middle. Ainga. Walker pulls down the board.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Boston leading by 4. Pass to Walton. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Walker with a steal. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Here's Dozier. He's got 15. Shot on the wing. And he nails the jumper. Dozier's got 17 points. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Boston?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight. They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
It's wide right, hits off the rim. Mavericks trail by 6. The kick out to Young. Up top, Walker. He's got 10. Shot clock at 5. Money grabs the miss.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way. He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Miller on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Dozier can't get it to go. Young inside. Another steal. And so it's Boston. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been lights out from deep.
The Dallas team, 66.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And Young has got the ball here for the Mavericks. They trail by 9. Pass to Temple. Right side, Walker. Miller with it. Just 5 on the clock. Releases. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Assist goes to number 13.
Boston leading by 7. Here's Walton. Right wing. 3-pointer. Money misses. Outside Young. Launches it. Buries it from 3. Young's got 19 points.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Pass to Oliver. They set the pick. Ainga. It's on target from the high post. And the Celtics lead by 6.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Here's Temple. Now here's Walker. Outside Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 21.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Walton. Pass to Money. Ainga. Offline with a 3.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
And Young, here we go. And Young slams it in.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Timeout called, Celtics. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Celtics head coach was saying to the team. He loved their effort tonight. He said, quote, "This is how we wanted to come into this, looking to push the action, dictating the tempo. We are where we need to be to even things up." Of course, he's talking about the season series. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Temple. Young with it. Here's Temple. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Oliver. Here's Walton.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Here's Clutch. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Miller outside. Drops in the layup for two. Miller's got 19 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now. Well, he needs to be careful. One more foul, and he's done.
Second team foul.
They set the screen. 5 to shoot. Ainga. Walker pulls down the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Miller outside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Clutch. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
And they're running. Here's Young. And Young slams it in.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Amude. Pass to Dozier. Plenty of space. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, just aggressive and effective. Taking it right to the defense.
He gets it in there. Dozier's got 22 points.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Dozier. The three. Walker pulls down the board.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
And here's Miller. Just 4 to shoot. Again. Missed by the Mavericks.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Pass to Dozier. puts up a deep three. Walker pulls down the board. And Walker's got the ball here for the Mavs. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Now Young.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And so it's Dallas with it. Six on the shot clock. Uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 15 points here in the second half.
He's refusing to let up. Just call him closer.
How about the carrier, too, because he's put his team on his shoulders. 6 for 6 so far in the fourth.
Pass to Dozier. Fires from the wing. Here's Amude. Let's go with a three. Walker pulls down the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Young. To take the lead. Boston pulls it in. Here's Amude. Pass to Dozier. Tries it from the top of the key. Out left to the wing. The three ball. Offensive board. Back to Johnson. Goes up again.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's Young. And it's Dozier with the rebound.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Money. Here's Dozier. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. Dozier's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Johnson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
It's a great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Pass to Temple. Back to Young. And Young slams it in.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Down low. And it's all tied up.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
1:41 left in the fourth. Here's Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got 36 points.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now.
Good. Young's got 35.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
There's the screen by Johnson. From outside the arc. Walker pulls down the board. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And there's a pick. Miller outside. Outside Young to take the lead. The shot won't fall.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Here's Amude. Pass to Dozier. Tries the spin move. No good off the spin. And here's Young. And we'll be back right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. There's the drive. And then Young slams it in.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
To the right side. The three is up. Mavericks call timeout. Just 5 to shoot. Here he goes. And then Young slams it in.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Blocked! And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Six to shoot. And then Young slams it in.
And you have to love it. The floor general. Taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Pass to Cooper. Into the lane. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Here's Dozier. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. The Mavericks leading. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. Timeout called. Celtics. On offense. Here's Cooper. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Third personal foul.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
The Mavericks trailing. Now here's Young. And he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Mavericks.
And both free throws good for Young. We're now about 3 minutes into this overtime period. Here's Amude. Pass to Cooper. Johnson inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Young. Mavericks call timeout. Just under 3.5 minutes played in extra time here. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Young's got 45 points.
He is absolutely putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
To the paint. Here's Dozier. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, PA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Young misses.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbow. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was one, too. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
There's the drive. The shot misses. And now we've got an intentional foul. Here's Cooper. No good on the quick three. Here's Miller. Cash. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings it within one.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Cooper. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Johnson. Miller on the wing. Right side, Young. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So we see Boston get the win here. Everyone, welcome to the 2K Sports broadcast of the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 2 coming up. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We'll see the Dallas Mavericks facing the home team. Taking a look at Boston.
With a win here, they'd be in great shape. Maintain their home court advantage, gain some momentum. On the flip side, a loss would send this series in a whole new direction.
Here's Amude. Pass to Johnson. The three. Count here. 1-for-1 to start the game. You take a look at the Celtics, and with a win in Game 1, they have an opportunity to put the hammer down tonight.
Yeah, this would be a big step toward the finals. To take a 2-0 lead tonight with 2 more games left on their home court would put them in terrific position.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Dallas. Shooting their first free throws of the game. It's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Amude. Off the mark there with a 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Pass to Walker. Boston pulls it in. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Dozier can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And a deep 3 from Young. And Cooper pulls it down. Boston on offense. 4-point game. Boston making a switch here.
First team foul. In for Boston. Bayenga. Clutch.
1:06 left to play in the first quarter. 3-on-3. Here's Temple. Back to Young. Pass to Temple. Walker with it. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup is good off the glass. Walker's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
3 points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
There's 18 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Clutch. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Oh, it's stolen. And so it's Dallas closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals presented by 2K Sports. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Cooper's shot is off.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Up top, Walker. Back to Young. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Boston trails by 10. To the inside. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Mavs. The 3. Fires in the triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now Young with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
To the paint. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. From behind the arc. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Boston trails by 13. Pass to Amude. Here's Johnson. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Pass to Miller. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Young. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And here's the fast break. Amude can't hit. The Mavericks lead by 10. Young looking for an opening. For 3. And he gets it back. Over to the left wing. Pass to Temple. Shot clock at 6. Here's Walker. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Walker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Cooper. Still no points. 19 seconds left in the first half. Now Young. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Dallas shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. Here's Cooper with 4 on the clock. Oh, big finish. Wow.
Okay, I see you.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. There's Young with the 3. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Back after this. And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. Here's Dozier. There's the screen by Johnson. Shot from the wing. No good that time.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Pass to Temple. Outside Young. 5 to shoot. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's Young. He's got 12. No good on the quick 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Pass to Dozier. Puts up a deep 3. From beyond the arc and then some. Dozier's got his first 3 points of the game. Outside Young. Outside Walker. And the jam by Walker.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Gets it down to single digits. Dozier's got 6.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
The kick out to Walker. Back to Young. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Amude. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Cooper. 1:03 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Amude. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Substitution for your Celtics. Number 4.
The Mavericks lead by 9. Back to Young. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. The shot off that time.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Three-pointer. The three is up. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Cooper. Fires from deep. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. More 2K action in just a moment. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Dallas leading by 9. Miller outside. Outside Young. Launches a three. Knocks it down from distance. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now here's Miller. Pass to Young. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Here's the break. Beyond the arc. Counted from distance.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
To the left wing. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Outside Young. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Dallas.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their ball numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
Here's Amude. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Cooper. Misses the three. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got 1:13 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Temple. Let's go with a three. Drops in the three. Temple's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And game 2 of the conference finals is always so important. What a great win this is for the Mavericks.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
Well, they needed this game too, and they got it. This series is 1-1, and the conference finals are on.
And I'm so impressed at how they responded to the Game 1 loss. They made the proper adjustments, they worked hard tonight, and they earned this victory. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Cooper. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin.
It's Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals, a tight series back and forth so far. Will it continue that way? Thank you for joining us for this playoff edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. On the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Take a look at the Mavericks. They managed to take one game on the road. Now the challenge to take care of business on their home court.
You know, anytime you're going on the road, the first two games, realistically, you're hoping to get a split. So I'm sure they're happy with where they stand. They've stolen home court advantage. Now they need this one. They got to get greedy.
Yeah, you know what? Despite getting the split, I still have them as the underdog in this series, Greg. It's a very good team they're up against. They're just not going to lay down for them.
Now, here is Miller. Beyond the arc. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Miller's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Mavs. Wasted no time on that one. You look at Dallas. Having relinquished home court advantage, Greg, they look to take it back with the win here in Game 3.
And we could look back on this game as the turning point for the series. It's still up in the air which team will get it.
Here's Temple. It's picked off.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Fierce two-hander.
Match sport, throw that.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Amude. 6 to shoot. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Here's Cooper. Pass to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. The Mavericks trail. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Now, here's Walker. Stolen. And here comes the break. Here's Cooper. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
3 points.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Young from outside. And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics out in front, leading by 5.
The visiting team.
We're back at the Western Conference Finals. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring break. Down for Boston.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
First team.
Here's Cooper. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Walker in the post. Lets it go from deep. Jamison, no luck.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Count it.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Boston leading by 6.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
So both teams making some changes here. Fires from 14, and it's Cooper missing. .153 left in the first half. Outside, Walker. And he banks in the layup. Walker's got his first basket.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's Cooper. Boston, no good that time either.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Out to Miller. Here's the screen. Pass to Walker. 5 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
The ball goes to the away team. Substitution for the away team. Johnson. Clutch.
Boston leading by 4. Young with the steal. There's 57 seconds left here in the second. Miller outside. Back to Young. Clock at 6. The 3. And the 3 ball is good. Young's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Clutch. Scoreless thus far. For 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Dallas with the ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Pass to Temple. Wide open. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget it.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Dallas. They storm through the end of the quarter on a 9-0 run. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Pass to Amude. Here's Cooper. Here's Dozier. Back to Johnson. And so they foul intentionally.
Number 13.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Back to Young. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. The lead is 2. Here's Cooper. He has 6. Walker with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he lifts on that.
On the wing, Miller. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Dozier. Here's Amude. Over to the wing. Here's Cooper. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Mavericks shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. The first one falls. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so he makes both from the line. 1:22 left to play here in the third. Here's Iyenga. Pass to Cooper. Over Young. Cooper with the bucket. Cooper's got 8 points. The Mavericks trail him. High post Young. Here's Temple. Johnson with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Inside. Walker with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Young. 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And Boston with the rebound. He got it up. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
20.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Mavericks trailed by 4. Miller outside. Offensive rebound. Tries again. There's a screen. They shoot again. Pulled the shot a little late, but the bounce goes his way.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Pass to Cooper. Johnson to screen. From downtown. Walker with the rebound. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Here's Johnson. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Back to Young. It's Miller on the wing. And he's good on the 3 ball. Miller's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical jump.
Pass to Dozier. From deep. Walker with the rebound. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Dallas. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Young left side. Miller with a wide open look. He got it. 40 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Johnson, a wide open look. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Boy, where is the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
And, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
Here's Temple. A three-pointer, no good.
And it's all about the three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a three. He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Young outside. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And Temple now atop the key. Three-pointer. Carries the long-range jumper. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Levine just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Shots good by Miller.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look he wants.
On the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Young looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. Money with the rebound. Here's Cooper. Pass to Dozier. And here is Johnson. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Here's Temple. Miller outside. Dallas moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. That one's not going to go. Here's Amude. Here's Dozier. Offline. So a close game sees Dallas taking this.
This series for the Western Conference title has been hotly contested. Game 4 tonight could see it tied up 2-2 or take us to a lopsided 3-1. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. We've got the visitors facing the Dallas Mavericks. All right, let's take a look at the Mavericks.
Well, they've already accomplished a lot of this series, but there's work to do. Win tonight, they take full control. A loss means they're back to square one with the tide running against them.
You can't afford to lose this, plain and simple. Not here at home. It will completely change the entire series. They did so well to swipe home court advantage, but they don't want to give it right back.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Dozier. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Taking a look at Dallas. They've grabbed 2 of the first 3 games. Now they have a chance to go up 3-1 here at home.
And that's a chance they have to take. As the lower seed, once you've stolen home court advantage, you do not want to give it back.
Pass to Walker. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Amude. Dozier can't get it to go. A minute 20 left to the first quarter. There's Young with the 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Amude. Pass to Dozier. This one for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Young. Miller outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Amude. Pass to Dozier. Walker pulls down the board.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Here's Temple. Screen by Young. From downtown. He can't get it to go. Here's Amude. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Dallas on top, up 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Pass to Walker. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Kept alive with 1 on the clock. And the jam by Walker.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Cooper. Still no points. All sorts of time. Jamison grabs the board.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
A minute 50 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Walker. Boston pulls it in.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Cooper's shot is off. The Mavericks lead by 5. Here's Jamison. Out to the wing. McConnell from outside. The second effort. And now we have... Have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Miller outside. Oh, and he got... fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
So he gets them both. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Boston trails by 7. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
1:03 left in the second period. Here's Clutch. No points yet. Here's Dozier. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Pass to Clutch. From the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Right side, Young. Shot blocked. The three ball. That shot off. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Mavericks ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. This stadium is rocking right now as we return to the Western Conference Finals. Pass to Amude. Shoots over Young. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Outside Walker. Can't hit that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. Boston trails by 4. Pass to Dozier. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Miller on the wing. Outside Young. Outside Walker. Back to Young. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Walker's shot is off.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Again, the miss by Boston.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Here's Young. And Young slams it in.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
A nice shot by Cooper.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
There's Young with the 3. And it's Dozier with the rebound. Boston trails by 4. 54 seconds left in the third. Now Johnson. No made baskets yet. No good on the shot. It's Walker on the wing. Pass to Temple. Three-pointer. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist. Temple's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. A nice shot by Cooper.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
For three, Walker pulls down the board. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Gets it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the... 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The Mavericks lead by 6. Launches it. The shot off that time. In transition, here they come. Dozier can't get it to go. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Temple. And here is Young. Now here's Miller. 6 on the shot clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Here's Cooper. Pass to Amude. Shoots over Young. Amude gets the bucket.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Back to Young. Shot on the wing. Boston pulls it in. Here's Amude. From outside, off the mark.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Young. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. And the Mavericks lead by 7. Pass to Johnson. Here's Cooper. Over to the wing. Here's Dozier. Pure from three-point range.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Miller outside. Young looking over the floor. And he drives in. And then Young slams it in.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunning.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Now here's Young. The deep three. Young missing again. So it's Boston now. 6-point game. The three. And it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Amude with the rebound.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
Outside Johnson to tie it up. This is the three. Over to the left wing. Pass to Cooper. Three-pointer. And so it's the Mavericks who come out on top here. And with this win, they'll jump out to a 3-1 lead in the series. A commanding start.
It's Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals with the series at 3-1, and a spot in the finals could be had tonight. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to NBA playoff action here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. We'll see the Dallas Mavericks taking on Boston. Taking a look at Boston. Right now trailing 3-1. It's a must-win as they look to stretch their way back into the series.
Desperate with their backs against the wall. The last 4 games haven't gone to plan, but they still have a chance. A win here at home seems doable, and that would give them some life in this series.
We look at the Celtics. Well, this series, Greg, has not played out the way they'd hoped. They'll need to win tonight and twice more to advance.
And doing that will be difficult, but they can't worry about anything more than tonight. Win on your home court and keep this series alive.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Money. Tries the spin move. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Walker with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Young looking around. It's blocked. And here they come. A minute 20 left in the first. Dozier can't get it to go. Here's Temple. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Good on the second free throw. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. And stolen by Miller. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Takes the 3. Hands it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Mavericks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. And that one misses. And here is Johnson. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
Here's Young. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Temple can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
From deep three-point land.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's Dozier. Off target from three-point range. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 5. And
The Mavericks. 5.
And here we go. Heading back to the action here in the Eastern Conference Final. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP. Know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Miller with a wide open look. Traps in the tray. Miller's got the lead up to 8 now for the man.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Good on the three-point shot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Boston making a switch here. And so it's Dallas with it. It's a 5-point game. Launches it. It's rebounded by Amude. And the Celtics with possession here. Pass to Money. .151 left to play in the first half. Here's Amude. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Here's Cooper. Pass to Oliver. Here's Amude. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Here's Temple. Miller outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Miller's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Mavs.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Cooper. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Cooper's got 5 points so far. Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Out left to the wing. Stolen by Walker. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Pass to Young. Jacks up a three. Sinks the triple. 8 points for him.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that. Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Celtics.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Miller, that's for 2. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Mavericks lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. So Glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. There's the steal. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Mavericks leading by 3. Now, here is Young. Out to the right wing. Young with the steal. And here's Miller outside. Here's Boston now. Here's Cooper. And he hits it to tie the game up. Cooper's got 11 points.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
There's the pick. Inside. Here's Dozier.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Young outside. We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter. On the wing, Miller. 4 on the clock. Drills the baseline jumper. He's got 9.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Dozier can't get it to go. The Mavericks leading. Outside Miller. Pass to Temple. Here's Cooper. They get the rebound. To the left wing. Here's Amude. And again, it's Boston converted.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Here's Temple. Pass to Young. Pulls it from the elbow. Money with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
There's 25 seconds left in the third. The 3 from Johnson. Good on the triple. And now a 3-point Celtic lead.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Substitution.
12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Young from outside. No good on the shot. Here's Walton. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Celtics.
18.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Mavericks trailed by 3. Miller with the ball. Pass to Young. Out to Miller. Here's Temple. He's guarded by Cooper. Shot clock at 6. Dallas moving it around. Here's Young. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Out to the wing. Here's Money. Back to Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here he goes. Back to Miller. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Cooper. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the ball and still get it to fall.
On the free throw, no good. And they recover it. Pass to Young. Looking to end his cold spell. That's a two-pointer from Walker. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Down low. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. They're on cloud nine.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
And it's Miller. It's off the tee. Fires from way outside. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Boston. To the middle. Pass to Amude. This one for three. Nails the tray.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
First free throw is good, and that brings them within two here. And so Young nails them both.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Johnson the screen. Pass to Dozier. Shoots over Walker. Here's Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Johnson.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
Young outside. And here's Miller outside. And so it's Boston sweeping by with the win. People were writing their obituary before this game, but this win cast the series in a whole new light now.
And listen, they've still got to win 2 more, but after seeing how they perform
Welcome to Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals on 2K Sports. The atmosphere in this building couldn't be any better with a trip to the NBA Finals at stake. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the Dallas Mavericks. All right, let's take a look at the Mavericks.
Well, most people thought they'd lose this series. However, they've been rock solid. A chance to capture the series at home tonight. You cannot pass up this incredible opportunity.
Here's Cooper to the paint. The kick out to Johnson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Pass to Temple. Back to Young. Puts up a three. Boston pulls it in.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And that one's good. Dozier. You take a look at the Mavericks. They've got themselves right where they want to be. A chance to win the conference title on their home court.
And if you gave them this option heading into the round, they'd have taken it in a heartbeat. This is their shot. They do not want to face the prospect of a Game 7 on the road. They have to get the job done here tonight.
Here's Cooper. Gets to the corner and hits it.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of this game. And he's good on the second. The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. Cooper's got 5 now.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Here's Temple. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Here's Cooper. He's got 5. Boston making a switch here. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Here's Amude. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Dozier. Out to the right wing. Tries the spin move. Again, the miss by Boston.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's Temple. Outside Young. They set the pick. Miller on the wing. From deep. Left side Young. That'll count. And that's not going to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. Boston out in front. Up 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Glad to have you with us as we return to the action here in the Western Conference Finals. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Tipped. Here's Cooper. He's got 5. No good with the triple.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Miller left side. Fires the 3. On target from range. Miller's got 6 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Again, the miss by Boston. From deep three-point range. And the Mavericks, another 3.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
A moment here for an injury report.
I had a moment to catch up with Boston's head athletic trainer. I was told it's a knee sprain, not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. The concern is obvious. Here in the conference finals, the slimmest of margins can make a big difference. Guys?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Pass to Money. There's the 3. It's deflected. Here's Walker. And he banks in the layup. Walker's got his first points of the night.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Knocks it loose. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's Miller. No good on the quick 3. Boston trails by 4. There's a screen. To the left wing. Here's Dozier. 6 on the shot clock. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Now here's Young. "19 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Launches it from deep. And Miller good for 3. Miller's got 9 points in the quarter. Here's Dozier. Beyond the arc. That shot off. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Mavericks on top, leading by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. This game 6 getting started. Boston trails by 5. Walker with a steal. The 3 is up. Sends it home. From three-point land.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Dozier. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Got a piece of it. Outside Walker. Screen by Young. Fires for 3. The shot won't fall.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Over to the wing. Pass to Cooper. There's a screen. From deep three-point land. Walker pulls down the board.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
So it's Boston now. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. They get the rebound. Pass to Dozier. Here's Cooper. Ainga. Off target from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Young looking around. Now here's Miller. Pass to Temple. And here's Walker. And it's Dozier with the rebound. Boston trails by 10. Here's Cooper. 5 points in the game. Here's Dozier. Snap the cold streak. Knocks it down from distance.
3 points.
Dozier's got 8 points.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Walker. Tries again. And he sinks the layup.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts. Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not kicked off.
It's tipped. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Dallas shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Puts it up off the inbound. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to...
The visiting team, 16.
4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Mavericks lead by 10. Young way outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. Nice looking shot. I mean, especially from that deep.
Here's Cooper. Fires the 3. Walker pulls down the board.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time. And great job to establish position and square up.
Here's Amude. Again, the miss by Boston. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
About 1 minute played here in the 4th quarter. Young can't hit. Here's Dozier. Again, the miss by Boston.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
A deep 3. Boston pulls it in. And here's the fast break. Here's Cooper. Sinks it from distance.
Well, and that's what you want. Get something out in space before the defense can get set.
Here's Temple. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they've been hitting 3s at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, we credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
From deep three-point land. Dozier can't get it to go.